This is Sailing the Storm Manufacturer only on ENF Trade TV. I'm your host, Charmaine, and today we're joined by a team from PNTECH. So, hi, Kiwi. Please give us an introduction of yourself and your company.
Yes, sure. My name is Kiwi. I'm a sales representative in PNTECH. About our company. Our company PNTECH was founded in 2011 as a high-tech enterprise integrating the production, sales, research and develop, and service of solar accessories. So our business covers like solar PV cables, PV connectors, and PV extension cables, and PV junction boxes, microinverter wiring harness, and a wide range of application products with the PV connection field. So all our PV cables materials, both shnacing and insulation, are sourced exclusively from Linhai Yadong, ensuring consistent performance and quality. And our factory is located in Ningbo, Zhejiang province, with a convenient transportation and well-established industrial supply chain.
We know you're busy, so feel free to use the chapter markers below and adjust the playback speed to jump to what matters most. Kiwi, let's start with manufacturing. What are the biggest challenges that PNTech has faced, and which parts of your operations have been the toughest?
Sure. We have like core challenges can be summarized into four areas. So first is the raw material, especially for the copper. And second is the differences in photovoltaic standard across countries and regions, including flame retardant performance, environment requirement, and safety regulations. And the third one is the high technical barriers in the development of special cables, such as corrosion resistant for marine cables and insulation strength for high voltage cables. And the last one is the stability of the global supply chain, including risk caused by the unstable logistic and different regional compliance requirements. So overall, the most challenging areas for us are standards adaptations and supply chain coordination, as both directly determine our products' global market access and delivery stability.
Now let's talk about your procurement and materials. Kiwi, have you ever had material costs rise suddenly? How did you adjust without affecting production or existing commitments?
Yes, for example, the recent surge in copper prices, we addressed this through a dual strategy of price locking and collaborative planning. So first is locking copper prices during the volatility to prevent long-term risk exposure. And second is dynamically adjusting inventory management. For example, a standard is 50-day stock, and we reduce to 7 days during the extreme fluctuations. And third one is maintaining transparent communication with long-term customers and establish a price linking mechanism based on copper index movements. So these measures ensured uninterrupted production and timely delivery.
Kiwi, as you expanded into special cable types, how did you choose materials to balance performance, supply, and cost?
We always follow the principles of setting priorities first, then building a coordinated framework. So first, establish the performance environmental metrics based on the application scenarios of each cable type. And second is use a dual supplier plus joint research and development model to ensure stable material supply. And third is balancing costs through large-scale procurement and process optimization. So for example, for marine cables, we use a composite formulation of imported anti-corrosion polymers plus domestic reinforcement materials, which achieves only 70% of the cost of a fully imported solution, while still meeting CE standards.
So, as you started that expansion, Kiwi, what quality standards or certifications did you prioritize first in order to meet international expectations?
So, since the establishment of the company from 2011, we have placed great importance on quality and compliance. As early as 2012, we obtained both Kiwi cable certification and connector certification, so making us one of the earliest PV accessories manufacturers in China to achieve this.
When you introduced robotics or semi-automation on your lines, what was the first real friction point you noticed, and how did you help the team adapt?
When we introduced robots and semi-automatic equipment onto the production line, the initial friction points mainly revolved around three areas. And the first is technical incompatibility, such as the high failure rates and poor integration with existing workflows. And second is team resistance and skill gaps, so that including concerns about job security and unfamiliarity with the new operating methods. And third one is process restructuring challenges, where early stage human machine collaboration lead to inefficiencies. So to address these issues, we adopted a phased pilot approach and used real performance data to demonstrate the value of automation, which helped ease resistance. After 6 months, per capita productivity increased by 40%. The team shifted from passive acceptance to actively optimizing the process, proving that successfully transformation depends on letting people drive technology, not let technology drive people.
On the raw materials side, Kiwi, why did you choose Linhai Yadong, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, as your exclusive partner for sheeting and insulation? How does that keep quality consistent?
So we selected Linhai Yadong as our exclusive supplier for shells and insulation composite materials, primarily because their products meet international certification standards, offer strong technical compatibility, including customized formulation, and ensure stable supply. Adopting a single brand strategy helps us eliminate material mixing risks right from the source. So only one material brand is permitted, preventing confusion during procurement. So as a result, our product pass rate has increased to 99.8%. So furthermore, inspection and coordination processes are streamlined, and production line changeover time has been reduced to under 15 minutes. Effective production time has increased by 20%, enable us to maintain both product consistency and high manufacturing efficiency.
Going to your research and design, what typically sparks your decision to improve a cable's performance, and how do you determine which improvement is worth pursuing first, Kiwi?
Okay, so one memorable example came from the installation of a large domestic PV power plant in 2019. So first, the reported that the insulation layer of standard cables was relatively hard and making it difficult to strip with regular tools and increasing the risk of damaging the copper conductor inside, which could lead to a poor connector contact. So second, when matching our cable with certain third-party connectors, the insertion and extraction force was excessively high. So each plug-in required more than 5 kilograms of force, causing worker fatigue during long installation periods and lowering overall efficiency. So in response, we have two targeted adjustments. So first is we develop professional support installation to help them. And the second one is we introduce a customized compatibility package. So for different connector brands and models, we pre-test the compatibility parameters and supplied cables and matching terminals with precise dimensions, eliminating the need for one-side adjustments.
Kiwi, if a manufacturer is launching in a new region, what 3 lessons would you share so that they don't learn the hard way?
First, I would advise them to thoroughly study local compliance requirements before starting construction. And second, establish a dual supply chain strategy that combines localization and globalization rather than relying on a single source. And third one, prioritize team localization and cultural integration instead of simply copying the headquarters management model.
Localization angle is really the key as it seems. So, Kiwi, how has the overall challenging experience in PNTech influenced your approach to future manufacturing expansions or technology upgrades?
We shifted away from a skill-first approach and adopt a strategy focused on stability, adaptability, and risk control. This shift has influenced our thinking in two key areas. So first, in manufacturing expansion, we moved from build first, find the market later, to validate demand first, expand step by step. And in the technology upgrades, we shift from pursuing the most advanced technology to pursuing the most suitable technology. So years ago, we introduced a sophisticated automation robot. Its program logic is in compliance with our workflow. So now we follow a strict pilot validate scale process, and any new technology is first tested on 1 to 2 production lines.
Thanks, Kiwi. That's a really clear shift towards a smarter and lower risk way to scale. So, if you could go back in time, is there anything you'd do differently in your decisions, manufacturing processes, or company setup?
So if we could go back in time, we would make changes in two major areas. So first is we would invest much earlier in specialized in product R&D and build a stronger technical foundation. Between 2011 and 2015, we focused too heavy on standard PV cables and connectors, overlooking high voltage, rodent resistant and marine cables. And when the special cables market surged in 2016, we were forced to follow competitors and lost the first mover advantage. It took us 3 years to close the gap. And the second is we would build a multi-regional supply chain backups much earlier to enhance resilience. So during the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020, our main product copper supplier located in Wuhan was completely shut down. So as a result, our raw material supply was interrupted, and our order delay rate reached 15% within 3 months. If we would go back, we would have launched the supply chain diversification plan in 2018, developing core supplies across East, Source, and Southwest China with shared innovation mechanism across regions. So supply chain resistance is far more valuable than short-term cost savings.
That's a good takeaway, Kiwi. Now, for my last question, what lessons from this operation do you think will shape your global manufacturing long term?
So there are three key lessons that will form the foundation of our future global manufacturing strategy. So first is standard first is the core of global market access. So every region has different product standards, environmental requirements, and safety regulations. So further global expansion must begin with standard alignment. And the second is regionalized supply chain cluster are critical to risk reduction. Our past reliance on a single region supply chain told us that globalization must be paired with regional diversification. And the third one is customer co-creation is the engine of sustainable product competitiveness. So frontline customers, installer, and the end users provide the most direct insights for product improvement. So these three principles will get our sustainable, high quality global expansion.
That's it for this episode. Thank you so much, Kiwi, and cheers to the whole team behind you on PNTECH.
Thank you.
This has been Sailing the Storm Manufacturer Only on ENF Trade TV.